All right, everybody. This is Night Pill Rage, a broadcast of the Everyday Star Network sponsored by the E Nation. Welcome to Night Pill Rage, where we rage against everybody who is against black women. We are the men of the Night Pill, spelled with a K. We are traditional men who believe in protecting our women and children, raising our children. We believe in being men of integrity and honor. We also believe in being good fathers. There's other things that we believe in as far as protecting our community, and we believe in being loyal to our race. And we carry that belief into us, into tonight's podcast, where we take on the red pill guys who are absolutely crazy and insane against black women. Well, nobody else want to stand up for black women. We night pill guys, we decided we're going to do it. As we rage back against the red pill rage. You know, as they say on the street, when two bulls getting ready to collide, hey, it's on. Dang. All right, everybody. What's going on? It's Night Pill Rage time. Shout out to everybody in the chat. I am the Black Knight, Chief Night Pillar. Before I get started, this is a new show and this is a new movement I start called Night Pill, spelled with a K. It's the Night's Pill. And this is another branch of it called Night Pill Rage. And what we do with Night Pill Rage is that we fire back against anybody who's against black women. Okay, we are strictly defenders of black women and black children. You men can fend for yourselves. All right, but we are strictly here for the women and the children. We are defenders of our women and children, and we are fiercely loyal to our race and to the black woman, and child. All right, and so before I get started, I'm gonna let Dame do her FBI thing so we can get right into it. And I'm getting ready to go in on, guess who? Red pill. Why not? Right? They make themselves an easy target. Dame, come on to get your FBI thing over with.
All right, all right. Okay. Oh, okay. What's happening? Hold on. Something.
All right, while she's trying to get that straightened out. Okay, you got it?
Okay. Oh, all right. Okay. Let's cover our bases, everyone. This channel may contain content not authorized for use by its owner. However, according to Section 107 of the Copyright Act of the United States, the fair use, I repeat, the fair use of copyrighted work for purposes purposes such as criticism, oh, definitely, comment, assuredly, news reporting, only for those who don't know, teaching, we're going to learn something new today, scholarship or research is not an infringement of copyright.
All right, good. All right, get the video queued up. All right, so before we get the video started, let me tell y'all something. I don't know what's going on with a lot of you brothers today, but y'all need to do some real soul searching. Either y'all, see, either some of you are crazy, the elevator don't go all the way up to the top, or some of y'all just flat out got brain damage. I mean, I've never seen some of the responses from people today that I've ever seen. I mean, I don't understand how you can look at something for hours, days and days and days, and don't know that it's bad. I don't get that. But then I have to understand too, coming from a different time where black people were more simplistic and more, and had higher quality. Where these things didn't go on, people readily recognized something that was bad for them. Today, it's not that easy. I mean, I've been in several chats and been on several channels, just watching and observing my black people. And man, we got serious problems, man. We got some really, really bad things wrong with our mind. I mean, I've seen people sympathizing with someone who's an absolute piece of crap. I mean, just a piece of crap. Hates black people. One black woman dead. Can't stand black children. And the black people around him are sympathizing with him and talking about he could be an asset to the community. I mean, what the hell is wrong? Hey, wow. And then then the people who are trying to say something decent and really got some info for black people, really trying to help black people out, they get looked at like they effing crazy. And like people shun away from them like they the black plague. Like I'm like, what in the world is wrong with us, man? We got lunatics out here who are celebrated. Well, I understand what's going on RBR's channel. His channel is being infiltrated by the manosphere. They're getting ready to take his channel over, and he's too dumb enough to see it. That's why you got guys showing up out of nowhere named Mr. Real Estate. Man, them guys are manosphere, okay? And so they're going to keep showing up over there because you see, where RBR is getting himself in trouble, his platform is wide open. He don't have any boundaries on this platform. So he's wide open for SYSBM, manosphere, conscious community. Right now he's being infiltrated by the manosphere. They setting up shop over there. They're going to end up, taking over his channel. Okay. And, my thing, because they're very comfortable with his channel because he doesn't have any respect for black women. And he doesn't even realize that's going on. So any of you RBR minions in here, you need to go run back and tell him his channel is being infiltrated by the manosphere, and eventually it's going to be taken over by the manosphere. Okay. All right. Anyway, we're going to get right into our program. This is Night Pill Rage. I told you what the Night Pill is all about. Soon we're getting our graphics together for the Night Pill. It starts with a K. It's a black pill, a shiny black pill with gold lettering with the word night on it, spelled with a K. All right. It's the Night Pill. We are traditional black men. We believe in loving our women. We believe in being faithful and loyal to our women. We believe in raising our children. We believe in protecting the black woman and the black child. We also, we're traditional men, but we also have a rage side to us, okay, which is protecting our women right now. This is why Night Pill Rage is necessary. This is us raging back against the men who are attacking our women and who are dead set against our women. All right. All right, so sit back as I demonstrate what Night Pill Rage is all about. All right, Dame, let's get it cracking. Now, this
So
fool
after
here
the
is Red Pill
the,
Style. Now, this fool on the screen, his name is Red Supreme, right? He's one of the de facto leaders of the Red Pill, so-called Red Pill organization. Now, all of this dude does is just attack women, black women, every single day. Okay, he has white supremacist talking points. He's definitely one of these people that is benefiting off the gender war between black men and black women. All right, and these are one of the people that we choose to rage against. Now we got others we're gonna do. It's not just him. Okay, he's just up for right now. Next show it might be Bernard Riley. Next show it might be SYSBM. Next show it might be the conscious community. Anybody we see that's against black women, we're going after. Any males. Now the night pill for women, that's in the middle of being constructed as well. So once we have the night pill for women up, okay, then you'll see what the women are doing. But as of right now, we have the night pill on the men's side. All right, Dane, let it rip.
the white man would still rape black women. The white man was still hanging black people. So we ain't even got to listen, brother. We can go back 70 years. We can go back 70 years. We can go back to Jim Crow. You can look at what's happening today with a lot of black women losing their lives to white men. She forgot about all of that because she don't
Okay,
want to
stop.
acknowledge that. The white man can do no.
Okay, the black woman is also losing a life from a lot of black men. It seems like there's more black men right now that are killing black women more than any other race of man. The black man is outdoing the white man when it comes down to killing black women. You know, and me and Dame have receipts. As a matter of fact, we have so many receipts. We can't even do it no more. We stopped doing them kind of shows because it's killing us. I think the last show we did, active show, we did do another one after that with the little girl, but I think the last active show we did was the two girls that was murdered by the fool with the AK with the AR-15, and he put a hole in that girl's face the size of a softball. And then he had the nerve to say like and share the video. That was a black man that did that. Okay, that was a black man that did that. That was one of the worst murders I've seen since Corin Gaines. Okay, so black men are in the community and they are outdoing any other race of man right now as far as murdering black women and murdering black children. So he has no case to stand on. Play it.
Wrong. Even though historically white people have done more harm to black people than any other race.
Okay, stop.
Historically, white people have done.
Stop. Historically doesn't do nothing for now. Historically is in the past. That's why it's called history. That's in the past. No one is denying that that was done. But what's going on right now? What's going on right now is that black men are murdering black women and children at an alarming rate, more than any race of man in this country. There's no male of another race murdering black women and children more than the black man is right now. So don't give me this historically. Don't give me about what happened 50, 70, 80, 100 years ago. That's irrelevant to what's going on right now. See, you guys like to weasel your way out of reality by always bringing up the past. You can try that on people who don't know any better. What's going on right now? What do we see right now? We see you, black men, murdering our women and children. That's what we see. That's what we have a pile of receipts on right now. Okay, and now no one is saying that the white man is not killing women, but now you got one white man kills a black woman, you got 15 black women, black men who are killing black women. Okay, so the numbers are extremely lopsided, and I'm waiting for one of you goons to challenge me on my receipts because I got a lot of them. Okay, play it, Dan.
More damage to the black
Get that
community
bot
than
out
you
of
can
here.
imagine. But of course, she never holds white men accountable for that.
Okay, stop.
Black man's fault that we was in.
Stop. You see, here's the fundamental problem that you brothers have in this generation. The black woman don't need to hold the white man accountable for nothing. That's your job. Oh, well, well, wait a minute. You didn't know that was your job? You're the man, you're the leader, you're the protector. So if a white man is killing a black woman, that's something you're supposed to deal with. Not the black woman. The black man is supposed to deal with it. The black man is supposed to step to the white man and say, hey, you're not gonna get away with this. I'm gonna handle you because you know what? The white man would surely do that to you if you murder one of his Beckys or one of his Karens. He gonna step to you. The Chinese man, if you murdered Mei Ling, he gonna step to you. The Latino or Hispanic or what, whether he's a racist, not whatever they call him nowadays, you murder one of his women, he gonna step to you. He gonna handle you, not his women. So why is it that the black woman gotta handle the white man when you should be handling the white man? Okay? That's your job. What's the matter? You too cowardly? You scared of that white man? You scared of that beast? That's why you're sitting up here, telling the black woman she needs to step to the white man. She needs to handle the white man. That's your job, son. That's what you're supposed to be doing. Let's not sit up here telling her to do a job you too cowardly to carry out. Play it, Dan.
Slavery. It's the black man's fault for everything that happened to the black community. The white man had no hand in it. The white man will not be blamed for any of his wrongdoings. He won't be blamed for any of his wrongdoings. The black man is out to harm the black woman and her children. The black man is out to harm the black woman. And the white man is going to come on a horse and save the day. The white knight, which is the white man, will come in the middle of the night to save that black woman from her problems. Even though the white man is the one who created racism, is the one that created racism, separation, and hate in America. But the white man is going to save her. He's going to fix the problem.
So basically, you're saying that you're using the white man for an excuse for you to hate black women today? You're saying he created racism and hatred in America. This is probably true. But what's your excuse for hating a black woman today? This is a choice that you're making on your own. No one is forcing you or putting a gun to your head and saying you should hate your black woman. You're doing this on your own. Again, you guys always deflect from the reality. And as far as coming to save the black woman, you're supposed to be saving her. Play it.
Problems, even though he's the one that caused the problems in her community. These bitches are stupid, man. Let's continue.
Now, in modern day, we have bathrooms, right? We have stuff because we've adapted, we've changed over time, evolution, right? We see who black men are. Black men keep coming out to tell us who they are, all that stuff, but yet and still we're still making the argument that because it's so-called natural, we're going to continue to have intercourse with them, and you're not going to tell, Black women not to sleep with Black men. I think that is a very dangerous message. I don't think any Black woman at this point, especially not if you know the Black man's mindset, should be having intercourse with Black men. That's number one. Number two, saying that Black men have BBCs, big dicks, Black men F the best, okay? Black men got the best sex game, all that shit, that's all a form of Black male worship. And it literally makes me cringe.
Well, why are you mad at Black women who worship Black men? Why don't you stay in your lane and worship white men? Let me tell you something, Chris Logic. Why do you have a problem with Black women who worship the men that look like them? But they should be perfectly fine with you worshiping the oppressor, the group of people that
Now, I don't agree with her as far as the white man, but maybe she got a problem with Black women worshiping the men that look like her, that are also killing her and her children. So you got to take it with a grain of salt, Mr. Red Supreme, right? Maybe she got a problem with the men that look like her killing women that look like her and children that look like the men that look like her. Maybe that's what she got a problem with. You ever stop to ask her what was that all about? Well, I'm sure you're going to look at the most negative thing because, you're trying to make yourself look good, right? So, of course, you're going to say she should be worshiping the white man, right? But did you ever stop to ask her why she's got a problem with Black women worshiping men that look like her? Could it be because the men that look like her is also killing women that look like her? And also killing the children that look like the Black men who look like her? You think it could be that? Now, I'm sure you're going to say, no, man, no. You see, you don't want to accept any responsibility, right? And you don't even realize you're the reason why women like this exist, right? You see, guys like you create women like this. You create this kind of hatred in women. Women don't come like this. They don't come with this kind of hatred. They develop that kind of hatred from you. Now, you guys got a problem with what's being said, then you shouldn't create these kinds of women with your behavior. You see, your behavior is what creates these kind of women. You guys are knuckleheads and you're reckless. And when you're reckless and you're a knucklehead, you alter the lives of people, especially women. And so when you're saying Black male worship, what they're saying is Black women should open up their eyes and see reality about what's going on with this Black man today. She's not saying that Black women can't love Black men. She's not saying that Black women shouldn't even be with Black men. What she's saying is, don't be blinded. That's what she means by Black male worship. Don't be blinded. Don't get to the point where, you're loving but don't want to see the truth about his behavior. That's what they mean. They're not saying to Black women don't love Black men. They're not saying that. They're not telling Black women to hate Black men. They're telling Black women to open up their eyes. That's what they mean by Black male worship. Because open up your eyes, see the truth. See the guy that murdered that girl and her mother and put a hole through her face the size of a softball with an AR-15. Don't let love blind you from the truth. See that for what it really is. That was a Black man that carried out that horrific murder. They're saying Black women, don't be fooled. Keep your eyes open. Don't fall into the habit of worshiping these guys and being blind to their behavior. That's what's going on. Play it.
enslaved your people. Oh, you should be perfectly fine with black women worshiping white men, the group of men that oppressed them, the group of men that enslaved their people. You should be perfectly fine with that. But at the same time, you should have a major problem when a black woman has love and respect for a black man. You should have a major problem with that. Hit the like button if you haven't already.
Every single time
Stop.
women saying that.
You know, I can kind of understand where she's coming from because I see black women now with love and respect for black men who ain't shit. I mean, it's not my woman and all, but I can't help but be being bothered by that. I see black women today, you know, siding with black men who ain't worth two nickels to rub together. So I can kind of relate to what she's talking to. I'm sorry, I can kind of relate to what she means. Now, you guys, are afraid because you don't want the black woman to see the truth and how terrible you are as men, and that you fucked this generation up, and that you can't protect her. And many of you dudes are too cowardly to do anything against the white man, and the ones who are too cowardly to do anything are also effeminate. And if you're not doing one of the two, you're sitting up here doing what you're doing, right? You want some kind of social media bullhorn blasting black women because it's lucrative for you. You ain't even got a dog in the fight. You just in the game for money. You could care less. That's why you're sitting up there being a double-edged sword. You're destroying the black male's image, and you also trying to tear down black women. Play it, Dan.
Shit, okay? Especially on huge platforms in front of like thousands of their subscribers. You're talking about how black men have the best deeds. Black men, the only thing they're good for is effing because they sure do have some good deeds. That's black male worship at its finest, right? We all know what's the number one thing on black men's mind at all time: having sex, effing, how good it's going to be, how good they're going to be, all that stuff. So if you're talking about complimenting a black man, the highest form of compliment that you're going to give this man is to tell him that he has a BBC, to tell him that he's the best you've ever been with, right? And another ironic thing that I noticed, a lot of these women who say stuff like this, they've never actually been with non-black men, right? They've never had sex with non-black men.
That's not true. A lot of these women have slept around with different men. Some of them haven't, but a lot of these women have slept around with other men. You know, they're not going to tell black men that, but a lot of these women have slept around with different races of men. They keep it to themselves. Just like a lot of these women that's done nasty things behind the scenes. They keep it to themselves in hopes that nobody will ever put them on blast about the nasty things they done. But they do it. They just hope that they hope nobody ever puts them on blast for it. But trust me, they've done a lot of nasty things behind the scenes. A lot of these black females, please believe it. Hit the like button, man.
Men, they've never had sex with anyone outside of black men, but they keep spreading this propaganda of the BBC, which I am here to tell you is a myth. Okay, I always tell you guys, I don't have the most extensive sexual past, but I have been with black men and I have been with a white man. And I told you guys the best sexual experience I've ever had in my life was with a white man. So when black women who've never experienced anything but the black D are out here trying to tell you that black men have the best sex game, it's a lie. Don't believe it and stop saying that because it is the biggest form of black.
Well, if listen, if the best sex you ever had was with a white man, well, you're not with that white man. So what does that mean? You're going to sleep with the next white man and the next white man in hopes to have that same experience again. See, this is why you don't wife women with all these different sex partners, because what she's doing is she's comparing all the different men that she's been with. And let me say this. If that experience with that white man was so great, how come you're not with that white man? You know why? Because the white man saw you as a sexual object. He just wanted to have fun with you. So the man that you had your best experience with, you're not even with the man. So you're gonna go back to the streets looking for another white man to give you that same feeling again. And this is what I mean by these women have a lot of sex partners to compare, which is why no man in 2021, 2022 should be thinking of marriage. These females are sluts. They sleep. All they know how to do is sleep around and compare this. And listen, all they know how to do is sleep around and compare the different sex partners they had.
Okay. I had to speak up on this. Okay, so you're talking about women having different sex partners and that they're sleeping around. Uh, they sleeping around because they trying with the guy. It ain't working out. And they break up and move on and try to have a relationship with the next guy. And but they're running into the same thing over and over again. And excuse me, I know there's that women are gonna be looked at as sluts for having multiple sex partners, but you're treating it like she's just having sex. She's trying to have a relationship, and part of the relationship it involves sex. So she has several relationships. She's a slut, whether she loves them or having a relationship, had intentions of marrying them or being exclusive, but it didn't work out. So, so I think what if guys should marry men, women that have multiple partners, sexual partners, then women shouldn't get involved with men who have multiple sexual partners. And men are, the men are a little less discriminating than the women. Yeah, even the so-called sluts, thots, and women of the prostitute nature, they are more discriminating. They don't just sleep around. Okay, let's continue.
All they're good for is sleeping around and hooking up. The modern black female is not wife material. She's a hookup chick. She's a jump off and a hookup chick. She's not built for marriage. That would be the worst thing that'd be the worst thing that any man could do is to marry one of these broads. They're pathetic and they're sluts. They're all sluts. The majority of them. Now, keep in mind, I'm not mad at them, but don't pretend like, listen, bro, these females, they're sluts, bro. They're not they're not groomed to be anybody's wife. All they know how to do is to have different sex partners and go from man to man. That's all they're good for. Let's continue. Don't forget that, brothers. These females.
Okay, well, that's all you taught them. All you taught them is that to be sex partners. Y'all don't want a relationship. Y'all just want sex with the female. I ain't never heard you guys say anything about a relationship with the woman. Y'all talk about getting as many women as possible, getting the best chick and all that other stuff, or the dime pieces like y'all like to call them. But I ain't never heard any of y'all say the relationship or how to have a relationship. No, it's how to get the woman, how to get the woman for sex. You know, none of y'all, none of y'all. So if all she's running to is y'all guys that just want sex, So that's all she's gonna learn. She's not gonna, cause she ain't in a relationship with y'all, cause y'all not in a relationship with her. Relationships are learned, and now and the relationship is different from person to person. And I don't mean just that person. She's have a different relationship from all other one. I'm talking about each relationship she has with a guy is different. Yeah, especially if he's lying to her, he's using her. So she has a one-sided relationship, or all he's interested is in sex, ain't interested in the companionship, the love, or building anything. But all you dudes are talking about how to make women submit, make get them to get into sex with you. Yeah, ain't they're not talking about courting, having a relationship, how to court, and taking your time to get to know the woman. So, so how you expect her to learn if you ain't even establishing a relationship? I don't even think y'all do know what is wife material. Y'all not even looking for a wife. So stop lying. Stop talking about don't wife up these women. Y'all don't know how to be a husband. So y'all wouldn't recognize a woman if she's wife material or not.
Females are nothing more than sexual objects and jump offs. They are not worthy of being anybody's wife.
Black male worship. You think sleeping with these men and then going and aborting their baby is going to hurt them? No, that's what they want. They want access to you with no respect.
And another thing, I'm gonna say this: a lot of these females, a lot of their, they're not even with the man. See, let me say this right now: if you listen to these females talk, and you listen to their sexual experiences, and you let them tell you about and you listen to them talk about the men they've been with, the man that pleased them the most, they're not even with that man. So what they got to do is they got to go sleep around to get that same feeling again. Most of these females now, they're not with the man that they really want to be with. They're still fantasizing about the man that gave them an orgasm or whatever. They're still fantasizing about that. The majority of females that's in relationships right now are not with the man that they really want to be with.
Oh, okay. So what y'all saying is y'all don't know how to give a woman orgasm. So she shouldn't be looking for that with y'all. I wouldn't be surprised. Y'all selfish. Just looking about for what y'all want. Y'all want sex, so y'all y'all also have the attitude. I think I got mine. She better get hers. You know. Oh well, she didn't get hers, but I got mine. You ain't trying to give her the best sexual experience. You're trying to get the best sexual experience for yourself out of her. And you don't know what her relationship is like. The best sexual partner, yeah. Sometimes you're not with them because just because they good at sex don't mean they good at a relationship or that they want to have a relationship. So what she's looking for is a guy that have a relationship. Yeah, it'd be great to have it all. He's good in bed. He's a provider. He's a protector, and he loves her. But sometimes you don't get that. And while you trying to find it, excuse me, you dudes are going around looking too. If y'all ain't with the woman that y'all really want to be with, neither. Cause y'all bitching and moaning about it. She didn't choose me. She went with Pookie and Ray Ray and all this other crying and moaning nonsense. But yet, we ain't telling about y'all. I ain't hearing women come. Well, they say y'all bitching and moaning, but they don't point out you ain't really with the woman you want to be with neither. Y'all still crying about that girl at high school who turned y'all down for the prom or didn't go to prom with you, or broke your heart, or used you, or any other thing. Y'all still crying about them. So what was it about her? That called you? Was she your first? Was she the best you ever had? And you searching around for another one like her? Okay. Thank you telling on yourself, dude. Telling on yourself.
This is why I tell brothers you can't get married. It serves you no justice to marry these females. They didn't been with too many men already. So it serves you no justice to wife any of them. It just don't. All it's gonna do is complicate things. The modern female, she slept with too many men already, bro. She's ruined. There's no point in trying to wife a woman that's already slept with different men already. There's really no point in doing that. Why do you think so many of these marriages end in divorce? It is not meant for you to marry a woman that slept with different men already. Listen.
Okay, so you want the virgin. You want the virgin because whether she was married in a long-term relationship, she slept with another man. She could have been with one man for her life before you, but hey, that's multiple times with the same man. Is it one too many? Two? Oh, we counting numbers? Or we talking about how many times sex or how long she been in it? You make it sound like she went this man or she has hundreds of men under her belt. More often than not, it's not as big as y'all expect it to be. Yeah. So I guess y'all going for the virgins. And since a lot of y'all seem to think that women are ruined at 20 and 25, I mean, you after the 18 to 16-year-olds now? Mm-hmm. Oh, wait a minute. Y'all are projecting on 18 and 16-year-olds and saying that, oh, they ruined by 18 and 16. Does that mean y'all going to the 12-year-olds now? Oh, and if the 12-year-olds, so how far down y'all going? To find a woman who never been with any other man. And then if she wasn't and she got with you and for some reason you weren't interested in her, broke up with her, she wasn't the one, but you had sex with her, because a lot of you dudes will have sex with women even when y'all not interested in them. I've heard the stories from the manosphere, the red pill. I heard y'all stories. Don't think we ain't been listening. Don't like her, can't stand her, think she stank. Think she's a horrible housekeeper, bad mother. Oh, but yet y'all sleeping with her. You don't want a baby mama, but yet y'all sleeping with her. Uh huh. So, and it don't work out. So she meets a guy like y'all, and she was a virginal, and uh, you done with her. It didn't work out. She ain't the one, or she spotted your bull crap and broke it off with you. She's ruined for the rest of y'all. No matter how good she looks, what she's doing with her life. Okay, keep on talking. Keep on talking.
The majority of these women that are married, that's in relationships, they are not with the man that they really want to be with. They're not. They're taking what they can get because a lot of them have fear that they'll never get married. So a lot of them are getting with guys that they really don't want to be with. You got niggas in relationships right now doing shit for females. But the female is not showing you anything. She's not doing anything for you that she hasn't done for another man. So a lot of you guys are wiping females who haven't even proven themselves. She ain't proved her loyalty. She ain't proved nothing. So her being with you is beneficial for her. You don't benefit nothing is for your benefit. Nothing goes in your favor. You ain't getting nothing out of this deal. You getting a female that's been with a lot of men already. And all she's doing is comparing her different sexual experiences to you. So this is what I say to you young men. Once these females have been with a certain amount of man, there's really no purpose in trying to wife them. They're for the street.
Okay, so you want the men to not wife up a woman who ain't proved that she's wife material. Okay, how do you know she's wife material? Oh, are we talking about guys that hook up with women, live with women, or have women live with them, and they exclusive for a certain amount of time? Is that wifing them up? Or we talking about, they got married, they didn't get to know the girl, and then they realize she ain't the one. Okay, we talking about that? Wifing up? Okay, how are you gonna prove that she's wife material? How long it takes before you realize she is or is not wife material? What do you mean by wife material? Give the definition, or give what's in your plan for wife material. Because you throw out wife material, but I don't think you giving a meaning behind it. It could be that each guy has a different idea of what wife material is. And since a lot of them is thinking about sex, so I guess she got to have a bodacious body, pretty face. Let me see. Ain't slept around. Let me see. Virginal. Mm, 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 mm. Let me see. Virginal, bodacious body. Have no kids. No education. Okay. Cook and clean. She gotta submit. If she's submitting to you, the first time she meets you, she is wife material. I need you to clarify that a little bit more. Yeah. So, maybe the guys you're talking about that's wifing up these female have a different idea of what wife material is than for you. Or they may absolutely have no idea what wife material is. But you're not helping them along by not giving them some kind of clue, within their guidelines. Are they honestly looking for wives? Are they just looking for a chick to hit it and quit it with? hmm And if all they've been doing all this time is just hitting the quit, getting with, and they ain't been looking for a wife material, they ain't been getting to know them long enough to find out if they're wife material. So they looking for the same old, and they just happen to give her a ring and marry her because they don't have a clue.
They're for the street. The modern black female is for the streets. They're not worthy to be anybody's wife. They are for the streets, brother. All you got to do is listen. When you study the past of modern black females, you say Red Supreme is right. They are for the streets. Because it takes a female that'll do that is for the streets. I told you about black women trying to live out their slut fantasies in their 20s but try to get married late 20s and 30s. And this is what black women are doing. They're spending their best years living out their slut fantasies. But they're not learning anything when it comes to being a woman. They're not learning anything when it comes to being a wife. Black females are spending their best years living out their slut fantasies.
I'm sorry, y'all. Had something to take care of. How long did you let it play, Dave?
Actually, I stopped it several times to make some comments on it because you got it out there.
All right, sorry about that, y'all. I had a serious matter to attend to, but I'm back now. Okay.
You want me to back it up?
No, not really. Just we'll take it from here.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry about that, y'all. Like I said, I really had I had a big problem to deal with. But it's over with now. Now I'm back for good. All right, let it rip.
That's what they're doing. Let's get back to the clip.
Responsibility. So really, some of these arguments that I just listed, I'm not going to go too deep into it, but some of the arguments that I just listed, like, you know, that it really triggers me when I hear black women talking about this BBC myth, right? And then I hear them talking about black women, it's okay. I actually wrote down the exact quote she said. She said, have sex with them all you want, just don't have their babies, right? Abort their babies, but have sex with them all you want. No, that is completely counterproductive, counterintuitive, especially unprotected black women, because we know black men are out here sticking their D's in anything that will allow it. Anything with a working hole, it doesn't matter if it's a man.
And black women are sleeping around with men that will pay their bills, men that will trick on them.
Okay, stop.
And like I said yesterday, it ain't.
See, here's another problem with a lot of you guys today, and the reason why you're taking large L's and you look ridiculous to your black women today, and they don't respect you because you do things the way they do them now. You know, the men I grew up with, right, or the generation of men I grew up with, we never cared about who black women was sleeping with. That was none of our business. We didn't sit around talking about, man, I wonder who she's sleeping with. You know, well, you know what, black women are sleeping with these men today. And we never talk like that. We don't care nothing about that. That's something that women do. Women worry about who we're sleeping with. That's a woman thing. That's not a man thing. We don't worry about who women are sleeping with. We never talk about these things. We don't have conversations about what they're doing with their vagina. All we care about is that when we get with them, everything is on the up and up. We didn't sit around all day talking about what women were doing with their own vaginas. That was none of our business. The only time it was our business is when they were dealing with us. And that's the only time it was our business. But if we wasn't dating them or whatever, we didn't walk on talking about, well, black women are sleeping with this one, sleeping with that one. Black women are doing this to their vagina, they're doing that. That's gay stuff, bro. That's the way gay men talk, man, right? Straight dudes don't get down like that. Well, I'm not surprised you cats today get down like that because all you guys do is cry like girls anyway. You know, again, you got this fool here, you know, probably in his 40s or late 30s dressing like a teenage gangbanger. So it's obvious you're not serious about the black man's image. Matter of fact, you hurt the black man's image. Worrying about who women are sleeping with, that's none of your business. These are grown ass women. They out here doing what they doing. That's their business. What business is that of yours who they're sleeping with? The only woman you should be worried about, or vagina you should be worried about, is the one that's on your team, the one that's with you, the one that you are sleeping with. That's the only vagina you should be concerned about. Out here minding black women's business for them and wondering who they sleeping with and what they should be doing with their vaginas. That's some real gay shit, bro. That ain't no man shit. But I guess there's so many of y'all who are effeminate and weak that y'all think that this is some real man shit. It's not. That ain't something we get down with. We don't sit around talking about some, man, I wonder who the black woman is sleeping with. She's sleeping with this woman. It's because she's sleeping with that woman and she ain't checking for me. There's a reason why something doesn't happen. Man, we don't talk like that. That's how you paranoid sissies are getting down today. Like I said, the only vagina you need to be worried about is the one that's on your team, the one that you're sleeping with. That's the only vagina you need to be concerned with. The rest of them out here, that's none of your concern. That's no business of yours. Play it.
Ain't all about money. All you got to do is catch these females when they're horny. You can get them. Let me read out some of the cash apps. Shout out to XLO Pro for the 5 on the cash app. Shout out to Quinn Young for that 5 on the cash app. Shout out to Dark Power for the 5 on the cash app. Shout out to Cadillac Mac for that 10 on the cash app. Shout out to Garrison for that 5 on the cash app. Shout out to Goose for that 5 on the cash app. Shout out to John J for the 5 on the cash app. And shout out to Desmond Hill for the 10. Let's get back to it. Why do you have a problem? Why do you have a problem with black men? No, why do you have a problem with black women who worship black men? You should be so busy. You know what you should be doing? Hey, let me tell you something, black female Karen.
Stop.
You should be worshiping.
Why do you got a problem with who black women are sleeping with? I don't understand you, dude. What do you got a problem with them? Why do you have a problem with what they're doing, man? I mean, why don't you stay out of their business? Your only concern should be doing right by them. You know, you do right by them, things will work themselves out. For all of this, you concerned with who they sleeping with and what they should be doing. First of all, you don't even control no community to be telling anybody anything anyway. You don't have any authority. What are you talking about? You don't run any community. As a matter of fact, you guys said yourself that you don't want to have nothing to do with the community, and you feel that it's not your responsibility to clean the community up, right? Well, if that's the case, then you don't have any right talking about black women to begin with. I mean, you don't have any credibility. You don't have any foundation to correct black women. You don't even control a community. What are you guys coming off? You ain't got no authority. You don't have any power. You don't regulate or run anything around here. Stop with that. Play it.
White men not even talking about black men. Why do you waste time talking about black men when it's clear to see you want a white man?
Okay, stop.
Come over there, a white man.
Why you waste your time talking about black women when it's clear that you don't like them? I mean, you make a negative video about black women every single day. So I don't understand why you asking her questions you should be asking yourself. You make a negative video about black women every single day. And that video you make money off of. You get them cash apps going. Every single day you're making money off of spreading hatred for black women. Play it.
If you made videos talking about how great white men were and you left black men out of it, how many people will watch your stuff? Will white men come out and start
Stop.
supporting your videos if you made videos of?
If you stop making videos about disrespecting and hating black women, how many people will watch your stuff? My guess, nobody. Because for one, you don't have any talent, you're not entertaining, your rhymes are corny, and all you do is regurgitate, right, and recirculate white supremacist talking points. So I'm gonna go out on the limb and guess if you didn't make any negative videos about black women, nobody will watch you at all. Again, you have absolutely no talent. Your rhyming capabilities are absolutely dreadful. All right, you're terrible at that, and you don't have any creativity. You're an older dude. I say something like in your mid-30s or late 30s, maybe early 40s, and you dress like a teenage gangbanger. So I'm willing to bet that if you didn't make any negative videos about black women, you wouldn't be relevant at all. You play it, Dan.
About how great white men are? No, that's not going to work for you. The only way you're going to make money is talking about black men, because you're going to get a bitter black female audience.
Stop.
White men.
You got the nerve to talk about making money? Didn't you just rattle off all these cash apps that you're getting for making a negative video about black women? You just rattled off a bunch of cash apps. So who you talking about making money? Mr. Pot calling the kettle black? Well, I can't call you black because you're against the black woman, so that would make you anti-black. So you can't sit up here and say to her about how much money she's making when you sitting over here running cash apps but making negative videos about black women. Play it.
Men don't listen. This is what I'm trying to tell you. Black women that worship white men don't make money talking about white men. They got to make money talking about black men. You can't even make money about you can't even make money talking about the men you worship. You can't even make money talking about the men you worship. You got to talk about the men you don't like just to get attention. See the difference between me and you?
Stop.
We don't hate black women. You hate black men.
Well, there you go. See, it's all a scam, y'all. He tried to put her up on game on how to make money off this gender war. You got to talk about the men that you don't like. That's how he makes his money. He talks about the women he don't like, which is black women. See? They just in it for the money. They don't care about what they do to the image of either black women or black men. They don't care. They just in it to make money at black people's expense. Play it. Play it.
But we don't hate black women. We don't call the police on black women for taking pictures and playing volleyball. We don't call the police on black women for taking pictures and playing volleyball. But females like this, she'll call the police on black men just for playing basketball because she worships black men. No, excuse me, let me correct that. She worships white men, but she hates the black man's guts. So I say to you, why don't you start making videos about white men and see how that works? I wonder how many followers you would have if you stopped talking about black men and started talking about the group of men that you actually worship. How would that work for you, Chris No Logic? I don't see white men in your comment section. I see nothing but a bunch of bitter black women in your comment section.
Okay, stop.
I don't see white men over there supporting you. Your support comes from bitter black women who hate black men.
Stop. We don't see you talking about white men either, as in what you're going to do to protect black women against them. We don't see you cowards talking about white men either. Or we see you guys sit up here and cowardly say what the black woman going to do about the white man. What you going to do about the white man? You don't have any videos talking about what you going to do about the black white man. You don't have any videos talking about what it is about the white man. And that's supposed to be down your alley. That's supposed to be your job. You're supposed to put the white man in check over your woman. Because he damn sure going to put you in check over his. Every other race of man going to put you in check over their women. How is it that you too cowardly to do that for your woman? Play it.
That is sad. White men don't pay y'all no attention, baby. None at all.
Stop.
The white man.
Well, you guys right now, you don't want black men to pay them no attention either, because all you do is talk bad about them. All you do is put them down. So it's not like you showing them any love or making them feel love. And you're wondering why a black woman, when she sees thugs coming to her neighborhood, she feels unsafe. Play it.
Had access to the black woman since slavery. You think he give a damn about some raggedy female on YouTube who worships him? Hell to the no. It does nothing for him.
Okay, stop.
Give a damn about some raggedy black female.
The fact that he had access to the black woman since slavery, that's a knock on you. Because if he had access to her since slavery and still has access to her now, then that means you never did anything about the access at all. You never cut it off. You never slowed it down. You never did anything to stop it. You allowed it to happen. And you keep allowing it to happen. You too cowardly to do anything about it. So that's a knock on you. That makes you look bad. You sitting up here running your mouth talking about, well, the white man has had access to the black woman since slavery. Well, and he still has access to her now. Well, that's your fault. That makes you look bad. How come you haven't restricted this access? How come you haven't done anything about this access? How come you haven't cut this access off? Play it.
Give a damn about some raggedy female on YouTube who worships him? Hell to the no. It does nothing for him. He don't give a damn about some raggedy black female who worships him. The white man don't give a damn. Hell no. Shout out to Detroit 313 for that 15 on the Cash App. You dig? Now let's get back to this clip.
Man, if it's a woman, okay, and they're out here spreading STDs like you freaking spread candy on Halloween, okay?
Black women are the ones that are spreading the STDs because it's easier for a woman to sleep around than it is for a man.
Okay,
a man, let me give you an example.
It's actually, it's not about whether it's easier for her to sleep around. First of all, it's actually easier for the man to sleep around because it's harder to sleep with a woman than it is for a man to sleep with one, right? It's harder for you to go and convince a woman that, that you don't know or just meant to sleep with her. Now, the women you talking about that are easy, you must be talking about some street chicks who are streetwalkers. But the average black woman isn't easy to sleep with. Okay? And the one who would be spreading the diseases would be the guys, because the guys have multiple baby mamas. So the guys have far more girlfriends than the girl has boyfriends. Like, I know you don't want to compare numbers because if we compare numbers, the black man's numbers is going to far exceed the black woman's numbers when it comes down to mates. It's rare for a black woman to have more than two baby daddies. And usually when they find a third one, it takes a long time for them to have a third one. I'm not saying that you don't have a couple of sisters out there that got maybe 4 or 5 baby daddies and they just can't seem to get it right. But you have dudes who have far more baby mamas and girlfriends than women have boyfriends and baby daddies. The numbers ain't even close, my nigga. So don't even go there. So if anybody will be spreading diseases, it would be the guy because he sleeps with far more women than women sleep with men. Play it. Play it.
A man can put an ad out right now and say, hey, man, I'm looking for women to have sex with. It's going to be hard for him to get women over there. But if a decent looking female say, hey, I'm having a party.
Stop. But that's what I just told you. You just proved my point. It's harder to sleep with women. Right? Y'all talking about some street hookers. It's hard for the average black woman. It's hard to get her into bed. Like you said, if you put an ad out talking about you looking for women that have sex with, you just told off on yourself. Right? And most women aren't going to respond to that ad. You may get a woman or two to respond, but most women ain't going to respond to that ad. Because most women ain't looking for a guy who just want to have sex. Play it. Play it, Dan. Okay.
I'm looking for different men to have sex with. It's going to be men. Men will line up instantly to have sex with that woman. Men will line up instantly to have sex with that woman. All she has to do is say, I want to have sex, and men will line up. That's how easy it is for a female to be a slut. That's how easy it is for a female to be a whore. All she got to do is say, I want to have sex, and men will line up to have sex with her. It's that easy. She can be the dumbest female. She can be broke. She can be stupid. She can be a bimbo. The fact that she has a vagina is why men will line up to have sex with her, not because she's a good person. All it takes is for her to have a vagina, and men will line up. It's not that easy for men. Men got to pay. Now, if he's at the right place at the right time, yeah, you can get laid with women. Because all you got to do sometime is catch them when they're horny, and they'll become a slut for you for that night. How many of you guys had females that have told you, I've never done this before, but I'm doing this now? Like maybe she had sex with you on the first night, and she's making it seem like she's never done this before. This is not something that she does often. You know how many females say that? You know how many females then had trains ran on them and done threesomes and told people they never done this before? And some of them might be telling the truth, but the fact that they're doing it now is why they will still be thrown in the same category. It doesn't matter that you haven't done it before, you're doing it now. And that's the only thing that matters. Hit the like button if you haven't already. So it's way easier for a female to become a promiscuous slut than it is for a man to go out and get laid with a female. It's easy for a female to become a promiscuous slut.
Well, talk about disrespect, man. These guys, these are some of the worst men I have ever heard of in my whole life. The disgusting and vile things that they say to black women is crazy. I can't help but thinking that these guys are gay, because real dudes don't talk like that. Real dudes don't sit up and say that it's easier for a woman to become a disgusting, promiscuous slut. What? That's not no real man rhetoric. That's some gay shit. That's the way gay guys talk. Man, these red pill dudes, these red pill dudes, I'm starting to wonder if they're gay or not. All of these crazy insults. Real dudes don't insult women like that. What do you mean a disgusting, promiscuous slut? That sounds like something a gay dude would say. You gotta be kidding me, dude. And men sleep around far more than women. Far more. It's not even close, dude. What are you even? Who are you trying to convince here? Man, men sleep around 10 times more than women do. So what do you call them? What you call those men who sleep around 10 times more than women do? Do you call them disgusting, promiscuous sluts? Because they would fit that description. Because they sleep around way more than women do. Men are always sleeping around. Men are always with a side chick somewhere. It's almost a ritual thing going on here. You know, it's almost a normal part of our culture, because it happens so much and it happens so often. I mean, it happens so much that one of the black men's, knock on his image, right? And who he is that he can't be faithful. So what are you talking about? It sounds like it's far more easy for a black man to become a disgusting, promiscuous slut than a woman, because the man is sleeping around way more than the woman is. Okay, and if you think that's a lie, that's because you just want to believe that it's a lie. You don't want to accept the truth. Yeah, men sleep around more. So that disgusting, promiscuous slut comment, you need to put that for the men and not for the women. That's where that comment belongs. Because the men are doing it way, way, way worse than the women. Play it, Dane.
She can do that in one night. She can go from being a good girl to becoming a slut in one night just by having sex with multiple men on that one night. That's how easy it is for her to go from a good girl to a slut.
And so what happens to the men who can have sex with multiple women on that one night? What do you call a man who has sex with 5 or 6 women in one night? Is he a slut? Is he a promiscuous slut? Because that's easy for men to do. Will he be a promiscuous slut? according to your logic? Play it.
Slut. It's not hard. It requires no effort for them to become a slut. Let's continue.
STDs for everybody. So I don't think Black women should be engaging in any form of sexual contact with Black men, especially unprotected. Okay, but that was my little rant on that situation. Let me see what the chat is saying before I get into this story. Crystalline Perry said sleeping with Black men is not the answer. I couldn't agree more. So irresponsible. Yes, Miss Masquerade, I definitely agree. I think it's very irresponsible to be telling Black women that it's okay for them to sleep with Black men when we have identified Black males as our attacker. I definitely agree.
You're going to identify Black males as your attacker, and you're going to ignore what whites did to Blacks historically. You're a dumb bitch.
Well, no.
She's going to ignore what whites have done to Black people historically. She's going to ignore what white men are doing to Black women today. Look at all these divestors that have died recently. She has no smoke for that. The Black man is the only man that's going to harm the Black woman. I'm telling you, bro.
Dang, stop.
I am telling you, bro. We have some of the worst bitches you can ever imagine, bro. Some of the worst women you can ever imagine.
All right, y'all.
Are in the Black community. All you got to do is
having
listen
something
to
wrong with the
like
audio.
Logic.
So we're gonna cut it short tonight, and we'll come back when we have a better situation together. Okay? Apparently something's going wrong with my audio and everything. But we'll do this the Night Pure Rage probably Tuesday night. Okay? So I want to put everybody in peace, power, and unity.
Right, and she's coming home at night. I guess she was at a party or something. She's coming